Okay, ready? 3, 4.
Eddie waited till he finished high school. He moved to Hollywood and got a tattoo. He met a girl out there with a tattoo too. The future was wide open. They moved into a place they both could afford. He found a nightclub, he would work at the door. She had a guitar and she taught him some chords. The sky was the limit. Into the great wide open.
So, all right, after a little bit of a drive, we have arrived here at the Altadena Community Garden. And unfortunately, my theory about whether or not it's Sunday and that it would be really likely that people would be coming out here and working in their garden plots, because I don't know, I thought that would be the case, but it's really just, there's nobody here. As I've looked around, gates are all locked up. So, you know, that's just kind of unfortunate, as I had to change my plans, you know, based on just circumstances earlier in the week. And I really wanted to get in here. I mean, it's just, there's so much here. It's really, really amazing. And I wanted to kind of really get a good look at it and get some good footage of it, because I only got so much last time I was here. And so we'll just have to wait for another day. You know, I did pick up some information, so I will try to contact them and maybe hopefully have somebody I can talk to, and maybe just do a full urban gardener interview and all that sort of stuff, talking about the community garden. But you know, well, here it is. You know, that's just the way it goes. So it's going to give us just a little bit more time so I can squeeze in the hike. It's just up the road a little bit, that Millard Falls. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to plug that into our maps, and then I'm going to head on up that way. We'll go and do that hike real quick, and then after that will probably be about time of the day for us to go head on down over to the Urban Homestead again and see what they got going on with that Homestead Hootenanny that they got there. So ought to be fun. But yeah, let's go check out the falls, see if they actually got some water there. That would be kind of interesting to see. One thing I did want to point out here before we leave, all the way along the fence line on the outside of the fence too. So this can be harvested by anybody, you know what I mean? If you're here at the right time of year to be able to harvest the different fruits, I'm sure that they have programs for harvesting whatever, you know, is ripe enough to be harvested, you know, if people aren't picking them or whatever. But this is just pretty much open to the public. Again, right here on the other side, the public side of the fence here, just all the way up and down, just different types of, I'm seeing like either oranges, lemons, limes, you know, all sorts of different citrus here, as well as I think there were some pears and some other things as well too. I mean, let's look right over here real quick. And yeah, you can see the citrus flowers here. I'm telling you, these things smell so amazing. I'm telling you, that is one of the best smells you could get from any sort of fruiting tree. Lots of them smell really great, but citrus is beyond awesome, man. Bottle that stuff up, sell it. I'm buying. Let's see if we can't find some fruit right here. Yep, look at that. Just looking nice. Lots of fruit all over the tree, inside. It's just really great. You know, they got all of these here for the public even, you know. I mean, if you wanted some, you'd come and grab some up, you know. And I think that's just something that we should be seeing more of. In fact, I think it must have actually rained through here. I'm seeing all this wet fruit. So yeah, must have actually had a rain come through here while we were across town in the other spot. But yeah, more and more parks and cities need to do this with their park space, growing food and fruit trees in order to have abundances of food that can either be utilized in houseless situations, low income situations, as well as, just, I don't know, just for the public, to come out and pick. I'm sure at a certain point in time of year, there's going to be an incredible abundance of fruit, and possibly, throughout the year, if they've got some that are just, ripening seasonally throughout the year. So yeah, that's really awesome. Really awesome. Yeah, I just noticed this tree here. If you can see dangling down here, it's got these seed pods on it that really look interesting. Let's see if we can find one here down on the ground. I see one over here. Okay. So yeah, look at that. So yeah, it's definitely an interesting looking seed pod here. And I just looked it up actually, and check this out. It comes up on Google as a stingray or a skate, but it's actually a seed pod off of the tree here. I want to see if I can't maybe pry this open. There we go. That's what we're looking like on the inside there. But yeah, I'm gonna have to look a little bit more here. I'll put it down on the bottom of the screen what I find out and see what that is. But yeah, that's really interesting. Really cool. Here we are, Millard Falls, hiking trail. We're on here, but I just noticed that where it was talking about the passes that you need here. I've been here a couple of times before. I don't remember having a pass, so I don't know. I think the hike is quick enough. We can get in and out of there and hopefully not have to worry about it. But I guess we'll have to see if we got a ticket or something when we get back. But yeah, again, I just really love this trail, so I want to make sure we get it in. I've do this trail basically each time I go to see the Urban Homestead, and I didn't get to do that earlier in the week, but I'm gonna go see them after this, so it's kind of a little before, or so I've been here twice before. And if you watch the previous trip to LA vlog that's on here, then you'll see the last time we were here. So already I'm hearing some pretty good water running, so maybe, like I said, maybe the falls will have some water. I was really hoping so, maybe, because last couple of times it was just trickling, but they've had a lot of rain down here and supposedly kind of like out of drought momentarily right now. So yeah, and I can hear the water running.
They're gonna throw it back to you. By now you should somehow realize what you gotta do. I don't believe that anybody feels the way I do about you now. Backbeat, the word is on the street that the fire in your heart is out. I'm sure you've had it all before, but you never really had a doubt. I don't believe that anybody feels the way I do about you now.
right. Everything's really nice. And one of the things I'm really thinking right now is that water is flowing really well. So that really makes me hopeful that the falls are going to be like nice and overflowing and cool. So fingers crossed. This might be the best year yet for this hike. So yeah, it's great to see the water flowing so well. But yeah, I forgot about how many times there are where you've got to like cross the water in different ways. But it's just so nice out here. And even more so now too, like I said, you can just really hear that water flowing as you're hiking. And I like the terrain too, you know, rough, but not too rough, you know, not to where you can't really hike it, but rough enough to know you're just really out there, you know.
The highs are blown, the ships are through the stormy ground. There is no room, no space to rent in this town. You're out of luck, and the reason that you had you can't.
So all right, yeah, like lots of little water crossings here, but the key is just to take it easy, take your time before each step, kind of have kind of like a little bit of a plan of where you're gonna go, and one step at a time, take it easy. You don't want to be out here busting your ankle or anything like that. So there's another place I could have crossed over here, but I think this one will work. All right, easy enough, right? That's what you say, huh? Yeah, isn't that beautiful? Just amazing. I think we're getting close to what could be the falls. Let's see here. I think I'm gonna take this direction. Whoa, a little bit of slip in there. Gotta watch it, slow down. So much back and forth though too. It's wild. And I don't remember this water ever at all. So it was kind of easier to kind of walk through here and all that last time I was here. Yeah, I think this one's gonna get my foot just a little wet, but that's all right. That's all right.
Was a beautiful day. Don't let it get away. It's a beautiful day. Touch me. Take me to that other place. Reach me. I know I'm not a helpless case. What you done?
It's all right. I think we're getting close up here to the final big reveal. Mind you, again, so much water. It's got to be looking pretty cool up here, and a lot like a waterfall, like it's intended to be. But yeah, nice little hike though, man. I'm telling you, really good. I love it. I love it. All right, well, let's check this out. Woo, amazing.
Thank you for sunshine, thank you for rain, thank you for joy, thank you for pain. It's a beautiful day. It's a beautiful day. Lord, I thank you for sunshine, thank you for rain, thank you for joy, thank you for pain. It's a beautiful day. It's a beautiful day. Lord, I thank you for sunshine, thank you for rain, thank you for joy, thank you for pain. It's a beautiful day. Lord, I thank you.
So, all right, here we are. How amazing out here. I've been here again, like I said, a couple of times already. It's really just a trickle coming down. There's not much to see at all, really. A really nice hike, mind you, for sure. But for the, you know what I mean, the attraction at the end, you know, wasn't what it you would think it would be, a waterfall, you know what I mean? But this time around, coming here and seeing this is amazing. Really, really makes my day that we finally got to see a great waterfall coming down here. So, yeah, definitely. So, looking forward to heading down the mountain here right now. We're gonna make our way down there, and then we'll go check out what's going on at the Urban Homestead for their Homestead Hootenanny. All right, here we are. Now I'm over in Pasadena. We're outside of where the Urban Homestead is, and I'm heading over to their event that they've got. But I wanted to show you all something too, is that we didn't mention in the video or have before at all. I don't know if they talk about it much, but they also have this second house that they do the same sort of thing, just really intensive gardening, growing a lot of stuff that I think even supplements some of the stuff that they do over at their place, which is just right up the street here where I'm heading right now. But I wanted to take a moment and show you all this here real quick. Yeah, just completely full all the way throughout with all sorts of different things. Some sort of beans right there for sure, right there off of the outside of the fence. Nice trellis here. Oh, they got a dog. Some sort of tree colored, I think, as well, maybe. That's nice flowers. But yeah, just really awesome. Love what they do there. But we're heading off now to the party to see what's going on. And, you know, we'll roll a little bit of B-roll and kind of, see, get an idea what happens here at a Homestead Hootenanny.
sponge cake, watching the sun bake. All of the shore is covered in oil, strumming my sixth string, eighth string, on my front porch swings. Smell that shrimp is beginning to boil. Wasting away again in Margaritaville, searching for my lost sugar song. Some people blame there's a woman to blame, but I know
It's not my fault. It's not my fault. It's not to the end. Not till the very end. He doesn't acknowledge it till the end.
Oh, I had a friend named Rambling Bob. He used to steal gambling rob. Thought he was the smartest man around.
sun went out just like a dying ember.
All right, man. What a really great time here. Lots of great music. Really reminds me of when I was growing up. My father's side of the family played a lot of that type of bluegrass, but they kind of kept that in line. They had all the fiddles and washboard and you know, guitar players, even a mandolin, and played some really cool music. So I hope you really enjoyed it. Definitely. And I'll try, maybe we'll put some on at the end of this video too. There was lots of really good stuff there. Really liked it. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Now we're all done with our trip to LA. I'm heading back to the car now, and we're gonna hit the road for a little while. But yeah, we'll be back at it again tomorrow. We still got one more project. We got the drive home. So yeah, ought to be really great. But so far, I mean, this trip's been awesome. Just like most trips to LA, you know, I pack in a lot of things to do and have a lot of fun and get to meet and see a lot of people. And that's just really great. It's really special every single time, man, you know. So, you know, and I really got to thank my friend Wayne. You know, he's a big part of my gardening group and all of that. But he was really kind enough to let me stay. And so I had a place, like a nice base camp to stay at all week while I was here. So that was really awesome. And yeah, just really, you know, really great. I'm gonna miss it again, you know what I mean? I'm missing it already, you know what I mean, as far as my friend Josh would say. But at least you know, I got to do some of the things I really wanted to do. And you know, didn't quite get to a couple of things I wanted to get to, but for the most part, trip is a success. And I can't wait to get back here again and meet up with some more people. I mean, and that's another thing too, is that, you know, I've met more people and more ideas for more projects. I could totally live here, as I've talked about before, and really, you know, thought about many times, but I could totally live here and continue the Urban Gardener project in, like, you know, like exponentially in a way when it comes to what is available as far as gardening and growing here in Los Angeles. But I've got to, you know, eventually make it down here so that I can do all of those sort of projects. But there's great things everywhere. I wish I could travel and do some of the stuff I do with this channel and the show and all that sort of stuff. But we'll see where it goes. And I'm sure LA will be a big part of it. But we got to travel up north to Seattle again here real soon too. I don't want to keep both north and south covered on the West Coast when it comes to really good gardening content. And then hey, maybe eventually down the road we'll travel around the country and feature all sorts of people. But yep, it's time for me to hit the road, and we'll see what kind of adventures are in front of us on our trip back home. The next day now, and actually I've been driving for a while here. Of course, it was another one of those situations where we got up last night, found a spot, got a few hours of sleep, got up, started driving, made a stop for gas and all of that sort of stuff, and then kept going. And now I'm kind of up in Northern California now, just past Sacramento. And I was thinking, I need to get out the camera. I haven't been vlogging or telling anybody what's up or anything here. And so, yep. So I decided, let's turn on the camera. Let's just kind of talk a little bit while I'm driving here through what you just saw too was just as we were driving along the highway there are all these orchards. In fact, there's still, a bunch around me right now. I'm not sure what kind of trees they are. I haven't, I can't get up close enough, and plus I'm driving as well too. But back there though, on the right side of the road, there's a whole huge area of just giant piles of trees that were just, like a tree graveyard done in all these big giant piles. And then it's obviously, it looks like where they're kind of cycling through. I don't know if there was a problem with the trees or not. And so they had to kind of give up that section of whatever the orchard or farm is. But so it's like this big giant tree graveyard. And then once that passes, you see all of these fields of brand new trees coming up. So I don't know, I just thought that was kind of cool, that whole kind of cycle of how that goes. Even in that large scale system like that, some things are, have to go. Some things have aged out even, or again, disease or other sort of factors that could be in play when it comes to that. But those come out and then new ones come in, and it was really kind of cool to see that all kind of in the way it was there. As we were driving by. But anyways, again, whole new day here. And I was also thinking when I decided I needed to pull the camera out that really, we only got one more stop left in this whole trip. Everything's almost done, so we really don't got much left to do as far as this whole thing goes. We've been going a while already. It's been a few days. This has been quite a vlog. We've done a few things again with some highlights of some things I wasn't able to really capture with the camera, but yeah, really kind of cool. So right now we're off to Red Bluff. We're off to Red Bluff. We're about to go hunt down the Fig Hunter. And we're going to go check out what he's got going with figs, one of my favorite kind of tree fruits, and actually one of my more recent finds, I guess you would say, just in the last decade or so that I tried my first fig. And ever since then, I really love figs. I've been trying all different types. These guys got all sorts of different types of figs. In fact, he tracks down different varieties of figs, and that's what they do there. And so I want to go check out what they've got there. They stopped by my place when they were up coming through Oregon, and I gave them a little tour of our gardens and all of that. So I thought I'd kind of return the favor and stop by and visit and say hi while I'm touring through their area too. So ought to be fun. I'll shoot just a little bit of video, kind of show you a little bit of it around, or some highlights of what I shoot for the channel if we get around to doing that sort of thing. But yeah, here we are, cruising along, right on the way to the end of our trip. So, all right, we had a really great visit with David and his wife Priscilla from the Fig Hunter. Showed a bit of clips and all of that of our visit there, and they've invited me out to this place called Dibble Creek here. We're gonna have some dinner, and then I'm on heading home. This trip is just about done, so we'll just gotta go out with a nice little out of here, hit the road, we're heading home montage, and then we'll also, how about we end this video with just a little bit more of that Homestead Hootenanny we got to see last night. That was some pretty fun music. I bet you'll like these ones too.